Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Looks like we got a few people in here tonight. There's Sammy and Nunya Bizwax and Laura P and Mama Four. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I know I'm coming on late tonight, but I actually fell asleep and just woke up. And so I said, I better come on tonight and say hello to everybody so they don't get mad at me or anything. I just wanted to have a generalized chit chat tonight. What's been going on the YouTube streets? Does anybody know? Any new news since I did the live stream earlier about Sebastian's case? I know Katie come on earlier and did a statement, and I did a live stream about it. Where's everybody at tonight? Everybody's in the bed, I guess. Everybody up in the bed? Wake up, a little daisy farm. Wake up. Where is everybody at tonight? It's Friday night. Hello. Are you for real? Are you awake? Seth was on panel for like 3 hours. Whose panel was he on? If I could get an interview with Katie and Chris, do you think I should? I don't know if they're going to come on anyway. Seth Sebastian's father's been on another channel changing up some things, he said the other night. Whose channel was he on? Do y'all know? Y'all, I've been asleep. Y'all gotta feed me in on this good tea. Do you know whose channel he was on? Frankie Sharon. Oh, I know, Sharon. I was getting ready to hit the bed. Hey, Daisy, I'm tired. Aw, well, I hope you have a good night's rest. I've been asleep all night, y'all. Hey, Heidi Lamar. Cheers to you, honey. Pascal's. Who is Pascal? The Pascal Show. I've never heard of that before. Hey, Sandra Harley. Pumpkin Mimi. It's okay. Hit the bed. Thank you. Well, I hope you have a good night's rest, you and Frankie. I know I'm coming on a little bit early in the morning, but I just wanted to have a generalized chit chat with y'all tonight. Just talk about just random stuff. Every adult in Sebastian's life has failed him. I think I agree with you a little bit on that one. Language of horses. In the morning before school, my mom used to yell out, "Rise and shine." We used to hate it. LOL just reminds me of that. Reminds me of that. Aw, those were the good old days, weren't they? Are you for real? He explained some things. What did he explain? Y'all spill the beans. Spill the beans. Aw, what was it he was saying? Y'all, I feel like that Sebastian's case is starting to turn out just like Summer's case. Maybe worse because you got two sets of parents fighting. You can't watch anything about Sebastian. I know it gets to you after a while. That's why I kind of wanted to have a live stream tonight just to talk about random stuff because man, oh man, I can't focus on that all day every day. It's hard. It's hard to focus on. And I just found out. Did y'all see that where that hobo YouTuber was missing? And they found him in was it Bays Lake in Johnson City? One of those lakes up there in Johnson City. They found him in unalive. Uh, was the glasses they found Sebastian's? No, I don't think it was. It's Sebastian overload all day. Yeah, we need a little bit of a wind down from all that. I heard Chris made Sebastian wear Pampers to school, and he wasn't allowed to wear underwear. But was Sebastian having accidents? That's the question. Was he having accidents? I would, if my son was having accidents at school, they have special pull-ups they can give them, and that's a sign of molestation if that's the case. I mean, I don't blame Chris for giving him pull-ups if he's having accidents. He don't want him to, you know, be pee his pants. He could have been having some accidents. My son has been homebound for schooling since his knee surgery injury 6 weeks ago. He has now graduated from a wheelchair to crutches and can now walk with a full knee brace. God is good. Yes, ma'am. He is. Amen. Yes, he was at school and at home, but not at dad's. Lori P said. The Lord will never leave him. Good night, dear hearts. Aw, good night, Heidi. You have a good night's rest, sweetie. I haven't looked into any of the new cases by choice, but this Sebastian one is starting to pull me in. I got really I got to really look into it. Well, I'll tell you this. It's getting to be kind of like Summer's case. A lot of chaos, a lot of rumors, a lot of just I don't even know. I do feel like that there is a good chance that, and I know a lot of people says it's impossible, but kids will do things that you wouldn't expect. And I think there's a good chance that Sebastian may have been up wandering that night into that house, had anxiety, had a pair of shoes on, and left. Hey, coupon mama. Um, have y'all heard anything else about the earthquake? I know Laura P was pretty shook up about it. That's probably why Laura P's still awake. So she's worried about that earthquake. I can't see Dino. Is Dino in here? Hello, Miss Dino. Congratulations. What are we congratulating Dynamite for? I can't see her. I can see you all talking to her, but I can't see her. He will get the all clear to return to his full capability in 3 more weeks and just in time for high school football season. Let's go West Ridge Wolves. Hey Angel Loader. Where is I don't know. 4 years sober. Okay. Yeehaw. Good deal. Dino. You hang on to God. We felt several aftershocks though through the evening. I'm gonna put a link up for Dino if she wants to come up. She can come up even though I can't see her. She should still be able to come up on panel. And we can talk over here. Jinkies can't stop us. Jinkies can try, but she can't stop us on my platform. Y'all, listen, I don't want to go down that conspiracy theory stuff, but daggone y'all, I'm kind of worried about Monday, the eclipse. What about y'all? Dynamite, are you sure you don't have Daisy blocked? Dustin, where you been, Dusty? Dustin, you been hiding out on me. Uh, I did call Jinkies, but Jinkies is half asleep. She called me earlier, her and my brother did, but I was sleeping. I've been in a lot of pain and I had to come home and just rest. I'm staying inside on the 8th. Honey, you better stay inside on the 8th. I thought about getting stocked up a little bit on stuff before the 8th. Get me some, well, I got plenty of candles and stuff. And I got me an outdoor grill and a fire pit. You get you a fire pit and stuff, you're good. I'm very concerned about the eclipse and the rings. They could start happening afterwards. Well, you know what? We got to just trust God, Pumpkin. That's what we got to do. God's got a plan, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We got to trust that God will take care of his people. I'm just checking Dino. It's easy to accidentally block someone. I can't see her. I've checked on my one list. I wasn't too worried until these dang earthquakes today. I know, Laura P. I know. Have y'all ever had an earthquake there where you're at, baby? Daisy, that crossed my mind too. Yeah, it's kind of worrying us. If you go on TikTok, it will give you a bit of anxiety listening to it. But yeah, it'll give you a bit of anxiety listening to the talk. Because a lot of these conspiracy theorists is like, this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen and da 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 da. I'm telling y'all right now, nobody knows the time when Jesus is coming. Nobody. I heard something like that too, Dino. I can't see Dino. Hang on. All right. Let's see. Yes, we felt that one from Virginia in 2011, but this one was worse. I bet it was, Laura. I bet you were shook and probably will be shook a couple days. Um, I don't know what's going to happen during this eclipse, but we just need to be prepared for outages and stuff like that. Now, a lot of people are saying it's a biblical sign, it's biblical. I don't know, y'all. Well, Dino, the government's been talking about blocking the sun. So if they are talking about it, they've probably already done it. May explain the changes in how it looks. I don't know, you all. They really don't need to be messing with God's stuff. That's what they don't need to be doing, that's for sure. Refresh. I don't know. I don't think I have. I don't know why I can't see dynamite. I don't know. Candles, water, canned food, toilet paper, cash in pocket. Yes. Fill gas tanks manually. Can opener. Make sure all meds are filled. Way to protect your family. Right. I 100%. This is a warning from God. I think so too. Pumpkin. I'm scared of the 3 days of darkness prophecy. I know a lot of people are worried about that. Dino said she'd be right back. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. But listen, I've lived the worst of worst, like practically when I was growing up in Kentucky. I would have probably been better off living in a damn camper or a tent than what we lived in. So I can about live in anything if I got me some or not electricity, but give me a good fire pit, some hot dog wieners, and some stuff. You can do stuff. Listen, I got a big 30-pound turkey out there. If I have to take out, I will. I got more than one, but there's one big broad-breasted turkey that I have. Hey, Mindy McGee. So if I have to do the duty to survive, I will. I got a whole refrigerator full of fresh chicken eggs every day. I've been getting white chicken eggs, brown chicken eggs, green chicken eggs, and they're all fresh, collected every day, collected. And you know where they're laying them at? Right there on my back porch. They got special little nests on my back porch, so we just go by and watch them lay their eggs and collect them warm. We collect eggs warm, and they don't have roosters. So right now, so they're not even fertilized, so they're the best eggs. And I've got a whole. I know I have 18 at least right now in the fridge, fresh chicken eggs. That's protein, y'all. And we needed to get us some toilet paper though. Daisy, do you need a roommate if shit's hit the fan? I want to come to your place. Well, come on. Are you for real? We'll all stay together and take care of each other. I know we can get fresh water. There's a probably about it's on the other side of Clinch Mountain. There's a water hole, fresh spring water coming straight out of the mountain, clean as clear as could be. My geese have nested on my backyard porch. They are attacking me every time I go through there. I know Goosandra is on a rampage. We've got two geese on a nest and another one that has a little nest out here. And I've been collecting her eggs and putting them in the incubator. I think I've got like 11 or 12. I really need to get those other ones out that she's been laying and put them. Water and turkey, I'm here. There you go. And fresh eggs. We got beef. If we really need beef, we've got beef. We got goat too. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't kill my goats. Hey, but when you're hungry, you don't know what you'll do. But the fact of the matter is I've got enough stuff here that I think I could live on for a while. Yeah, these are fresh eggs. Fresh farm fresh eggs. Just remember the Walking Dead, better series to stay away from other people. I know because people be trying to rob you, take your chickens and your ducks and your. I mean, they really would. You'd have to worry about your animals. You'd have to stay out in the fields with your animals. I know, we'll have to watch them. I'm worried that Daisy's going to calf soon because I don't know, she just ain't acting right since Benny died. My biggest word would be getting my son's medicine if the streets hit the fan. Oh no, worry. Uh, what kind of well, I don't want to ask you that, but I pray that don't happen. I hope you can get. I'm just saying that's one of the biggest things if people needs medication and can't get to it. I do have cats, but there ain't no way I would eat a cat. Y'all, I think Kitty Girl's pregnant. I think Fartbox has got Kitty Girl pregnant. Kitty Girl's never been pregnant. We've had her about 5 years now, and she's never had a baby. But that little belly's getting plumb chunky. Which she goes through a phase where she gets real chunky and fluffy. But I wonder if she ain't got some babies in the oven. I hope not, because Fartbox and Kitty Girl together, we can't keep rabbits because Kitty Girl loves to taste the rabbits. I don't know about Fartbox, but Kitty Girl, she's a hunter and she likes to taste the rabbits. So, where's everybody at tonight? I guess everybody's in the bed. Everybody's in the bed. Everybody's in the bed. Get more turkeys. Turkeys are hard to raise. That is what would kill me. I'm on too many meds after my heart attack. Yeah, that is kind of scary. I think if there was a blackout, it'd only be for a couple days. I don't think it would be a very long blackout. And hopefully the pharmacy could still function without stuff. I'm going to tell you that a hospital I used to work got attacked by got a cyber attack on it. And I'm in the bed, but I'm here. Okay, Mindy. Um, get more turkeys. Uh, and we had to paper chart everything. We had to go back and do complete thorough paper charting and everything. And it was rough. We had to go through it for a few months, but we went back and it was chaos. But we got through it. You know, you just get through whatever and just know that God will take care of us. So awesome at Dynamite, September 16th, 2010 was my last sip of alcohol. Praise Jesus. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Lord is good, y'all. The Lord is good. Um, I try to bring y'all breaks in between some of these cases where we just talk about random stuff and y'all tell me about your life and all this because these cases can be too much. sometimes they can become way too much, and it's just depressing because you don't, I mean, no matter how many times we analyze these cases, we really don't know what happened to these kids that's not being found. God is good. That's right. We really don't know. Like in Summer's case, it's been going on 3 years and we've not heard anything. Sebastian's case, that's another one that just, I mean, like people say, kids just don't disappear. They just don't disappear. And to disappear without no sign of forced entry, no shoes. I mean, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I want to give Chris and Katie the benefit of the doubt. And I was sitting here thinking earlier, like, I got to be fair. I can't, like, really go after all, we don't know. But then I think, how can she not search? I don't know. I don't get how anybody can not search if they have a child missing. Maybe, maybe she's afraid of what she'll find. Maybe that's what it is. I laugh how you country people always say in the bed. We just say in bed. No, the LOL. Oh, yeah, we always add a little extra words in there. Sometimes we do. But I don't know. I know that our case ain't the only case, or our case. Sebastian and Summers' case ain't the only case that's been covered. Hey, Marita, what's up, Marita? Are you still shook a little bit after that little quake that they had? How you feeling? You feeling okay? Scary, 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 y'all. It's a scary world out here. It's a scary world out here. You gotta keep your doors locked, and you gotta, I don't know what, and you gotta go get you a Glock. Woo! There we go. It's a scary world out here. It's a scary world out here. Say extra prayers for me, please. I have surgery on my arm coming up Friday. Oh, angel prayers for you, honey. Prayers for you, Angel. Yep, been having some aftershocks tonight. It's crazy. But just pray for the Lord to take care of you, Marita. You know He will. I'm not accusing any of them waiting on Ellie, but I can't say that the bio dad doesn't got my head turning a bit. Has he changed his story, Sammy? I don't know, y'all. I think that they all need to get together, put their minds together, and I think that they should work together to try to figure out where Sebastian went. Y'all, it's been over a month. It's not like this just happened. It's been almost a month now. And they've had everyone out there searching for him. Everybody. Equa Search, TBI, Cajun Navy. Everybody's been out there. That place has been searched inside and out. Sebastian was out there, I believe he would have been found. Somebody took that boy. I believe Sebastian was a wanderer. I think he got out at night and wandered around because he couldn't sleep. I think he went out that door, and I think he had a pair of shoes on that maybe Katie didn't know he had. Yes, he is changing it up here and there, and some stuff he says is just weird. Hmm. I think this one will get involved at some point. Seth has stayed consistent, in my opinion. See, I don't know what he said on that Pascal's channel tonight. I wish Katie and them would do another interview with somebody, Nancy for sure, but they're not going to do one because Chris didn't do that. Polly. Now, did Chris? Did Chris? Well, look here. There's Miss. I want heart to touch. Chris Proudfoot told Seth if he wanted to find his Sebastian to go to church. Really? I think this one will get solved at some point. Oh, okay. There's a vigil tomorrow at 6. I think JLR's there, Amy. I want heart to touch. I gotta send you a video of them little duckies. They're getting so big. And when I walk in the living room, they talk to me as I walk by. They're so cute. They're getting so big. Well, Laura P., he said the other night he was warning the mother about having his son around an older child, yet tonight he said he didn't know till what happened. I know you always catch some little inconsistencies. You always catch them. I think these people will mess up soon. I don't know, y'all. I want to believe that nobody hurt him for for Sebastian's sake. Maybe like you was hearing. Who was I listening to the other day? And they said that they were saying that another boy had went missing, and he'd actually went over and crawled up in the chimney of the neighbor's house and I guess he got stuck and passed away. You never know. Maybe Sebastian did go outside and go somewhere and got stuck or fell and got hurt where people would not ever expect him to be. Hey, Rain Girl. I mean, it happens. That's like the little girl the other day that Texas EquaSearch, um, Texas EquaSearch found her in the drain of a pool. And he said how that little girl ended up in that drain because the drain was so small, but the suction was so great. And if it wasn't for EquaSearch and the video that saw everybody get out and her go under, they would have probably thought somebody kidnapped that little girl. Hey, Mama Bear, too. But literally, the pool suction drainage had some kind of dysfunction and sucked an 8-year-old little girl up its pipe and drowned her. And EquaSearch had to go in and find her and get her out of that drainage tube. It's really heartbreaking why the H are people killing their kids. Whole world gone mad. Yeah, I agree. Yes, he also had autism, high functioning. He was skipping school. Mm. It was warm when he went missing, and then the cold snap came. He could have tried to get warm somewhere and had a problem. Right, I agree. Miss Daisy, we have a lot of earthquakes here in California. I'm used to them. Not tornadoes, though. I'm going to tell you, tornadoes are scary, Mindy. But I can imagine that an earthquake would be too, especially living in the city. It is sad. It's sad, but if they wouldn't have had footage, they would have never knew what happened to that little girl and probably never found her until they figured, I don't know. Gray Hughes was talking about the boy found in the chimney. Okay, that's who it was. Yeah, he was found in the chimney. I mean, a lot of things like that happen. Like kids will go get into places they can't get out of. They get in back of cars. I've seen it where kids play hide and seek and get in the trunk of cars and they can't get out. And it's tragic. It's tragic. I would too. I would panic too. And it's sad. But, you know, that's red flag for me is that Sebastian had anxiety at night. He couldn't sleep. They put him on a new medication. Uh, According to Seth, Katie never checked on Seth at night. And so he probably had him a good old time up all night long. That's probably why she heard all that ruckus. Because he was up getting into things, planning on going on him a trip somewhere. I bet he got out and wandered around at night. I just wonder if the TBI hasn't backtracked those cameras to see if he wasn't out wandering at night. Harley Daly was his name. That little boy. Oh, could you imagine that happening? Well, look what happened to Robin B's little girl. She let her go out at 5 years old and play with her neighbor. And the neighbor kid was a pedophile. He was 16-year-old crazy boy, and you know, he pretty much stalked that little girl and got her to go to an abandoned house with him down the street, and he brutally unalived her and essayed her and everything else. I mean, you just never know. That's why we gotta be helicopter mommies. You about have to be a helicopter mommy nowadays. You know. How old was Harley Dale? Do you remember, Sammy? Hey Daisy, be on the outlook. Ernie Shell, God knows why, is looking for a real turkey feather. Oh, well, there's stuff in my backyard that's not only my turkeys, but there's wild turkeys back in my pasture. I think they're back there setting on their eggs because there's a male that hangs around up there and he won't leave. I chased him the other day and he didn't want to go far. I put a video out where I chased him. Why does Ernie need a turkey feather? What in the hell is Ernie gonna do with a turkey feather? Let's see. Harley's mother was hateful to him. She said he would take off often. She only contacted law enforcement because he had never been gone that many days. Aww. Good morning, Lisa. He was the same age as Sebastian? Wow. Let me give Marita a leap. That's sad. He must have just been exploring and got up in that chimney. There you go, Miss Marita. Marita. But yeah, that's sad. You never know. I saw that too. I have no clue what the feather means. Oh, Ernie? Maybe he's going to get him another hat. Maybe he's going to get him a. I don't know. I don't know what Ernie does. I don't know. I don't want to know why. Maybe as a tickler for Phil. I don't know. What's up,
Hello.
Marita?
Hi, everyone. I didn't want to be ignorant and didn't say hi to everyone in the chat. Hello,
Oh,
everyone. That was rude of me.
you're good.
And
How are you doing?
it was an interesting day here. I was in bed at 10 o'clock this morning. Well, 10:30, and my whole room shook like something exploded around
What
here.
What did you do?
I jumped out of bed. It was weird because my jewelry box, I could hear all my necklaces and stuff, and my bedroom door, because I keep it closed because the fire department says close before you doze. And that was shaking, everything's shaking. I ran down my steps to out my front door, and all the neighbors were in the middle of the street. And I'm like, Mary, what's going? She said earthquake, and I went, oh, okay, and I went back to bed. No, wait a
Really?
minute. I turned on the news for a minute and found out where the epicenter was, and then I went back to bed for an hour.
How could you go back to bed after an earthquake?
Well, what else was I going to do? I was tired.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And but then later on, I went to the laundromat and did like 5 loads of laundry. And on my way back, I stopped at my bestie's house around the corner, and we had a bunch more while we were there. Aftershocks.
I know that's what Laura P said.
They
She's
were
pretty.
4.0 on the Richter scale, which for us is high.
Yeah, that's high.
I mean, it did knock over a pill bottle on my bureau, but I'll rebuild. I'll rebuild.
I
But
know,
I
but
don't know how, California just said, hold my beer, because they have massive, massive earthquakes. But for us, this was weird.
it
But
is weird.
our
I
police
seen
department,
I seen on Facebook Marita's been going down that rabbit hole. She's been peeping over that rabbit hole looking in.
and me and Cooter Brown.
You and Cooter Brown.
Um, but it was weird. It was just a weird thing, because the last one we had was in 2011. I remember
Yeah,
that one, and the other one before that was in the 70s. I remember it
I
left a
know.
crack in our wall in my house where I grew up. But
We get small ones here in Tennessee, but nothing like that.
well, apparently we sit on the fault line.
Do you think it
Everybody's
has
saying, "Oh,
something?
God's telling us something," and I jokingly agree. But no, it's science. It's a fault line, and they shake.
Do you think it
Our
has
fault line
something to
just
do with?
isn't as bad as California's and Asian countries and other countries.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
fault line,
Japan got hit. Like, was it last week? Last
yeah,
one?
and they had tsunamis because of it.
Yeah. No.
It was it was really weird all day. It was like
Hmm.
weird, just a weird day. And
Yeah.
but I never woke up to something like that before. Been a while since my bed rocked like that.
Rita, I'd say so. I can't believe you went back in there and laid back down. I wouldn't have been able to.
Yes, you would have. Once I noticed the neighbor, everybody was all right. There was
Hmm.
no explosions or anything, because a lot of people thought our police department said, please stop calling. We
Hmm.
know nothing exploded, nothing, because a lot of people in Philadelphia thought there was gas explosions
Hmm.
at the Arco refinery or at Roman Haas in Port Richmond,
Hmm.
which is only that's close to Kensington. And they thought something exploded, and that just rocked everything. But nah, they felt it 40 miles up, 50 miles up, all the way up into the mountain area in Pennsylvania. It not as bad as down here, but Jersey, I guess where Laurie is, they got it
Yeah,
worse than we did. She probably
Lori's
thought,
pretty shook up.
yeah, because they were right on the fault line.
Wow.
And it was weird. It was weird. I gotta admit,
Oh.
like when you wake up from and everything is rocking. I mean, I'm looking around. Why is everything rocking? And even the house was shaking. But
Laura
in
P.
about 10 seconds, and then it was over.
Laura
Just
P.
like a
said.
man.
Laura P. said my mom was in her recliner. She said this recliner is not supposed to rock.
Oh, Lord P. I hope you guys are all right in Jersey there,
She's
because I
been
know
shook
that's
up.
where it started.
She's been shook up pretty bad.
Yeah, it started over on the other side of the bridge from here, and that's where the fault line starts, I think. And it runs actually right through Fox Chase, where I live, through Cheltenham and Fox Chase.
Oh, I was gonna
Somebody
share.
told me. I don't know how true it is. Somebody told me that. I don't
Can
know.
you hear me, Marita?
Yes.
Okay. I shared something today. Philadelphia has officially banned wearing ski masks in public.
Oh, that's been since January.
Good. I think that's a good thing. I'm not.
Oh, it's a great thing. These kids are running around robbing everything.
Oh yeah.
It might even been December, because right
Mhm.
before winter. Because I said technically that's a winter gear, but there's a certain mask they're not allowed to wear, where you only see their eyes and their mouth.
Yeah,
And
they know they can. Oh well, we'll use that as a way to do our
oh,
bad stuff.
they were robbing the same businesses 3 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately Asians don't trust our banks, and
Do
they
they
take
keep
their
their
money home
money?
with them. They own a lot of businesses down the way, as we call it,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll take the money home with them, and these people start following them home, and then break into their houses and tie them
Mm.
up and take all their cash, and that's thousands upon thousands of dollars.
That
These
is
people
so
have good
silly.
businesses.
I don't know why they wouldn't want to put it in our banks. They
I
don't
don't
trust us.
I don't know either, but I guess it's the way they were raised in when they
Mm-hmm.
come over from Vietnam or China or Korea, where the banks aren't as settled as ours. And
Mm-hmm.
they're older people, but they get pistol whipped, and
I
they go through
know.
hell. And they all live down in Alney, which is a section. It's it's a meh. I wouldn't want to live there, but it's not a bad. Yeah, it is bad. What am I saying? It's bad.
Mhm.
It's a lot of robberies and stuff, because these people have money in their homes, and
Yeah.
because they put grates on their windows, that nobody's going to break in. No, they're going to break right in your front door.
They know how
Just,
to get in, don't they?
oh yeah, they just kick the door down, and they come
Yeah.
with guns, big guns, and these are kids,
I know.
not always
Who
adults.
has no sense of anything at that age?
Well, look, we just had 2 school shootings.
I know that's
One was
scary.
my alma mater, and one
Mhm.
was the day before that, another school. 9 kids shot, 10 kids shot, one killed
Oh my
within the
goodness.
2 school on septobuses, on the bus. And
Wow.
one happened 6 blocks from me, not even 4 blocks, 5. And
Wow.
kids going home from school. Kids have no
Guidance.
anything for life. They have no respect for
Well,
life.
no wonder the social media is their new world. You
That's
take
how one of them actually let the others know who to shoot in the donut shop down about 4 blocks from me, 5 blocks.
why
Um,
was they mad at a certain person?
I don't know the whole story yet, if it was revenge, but he said to them, he stood in the Dunkin' Donuts. It was pouring rain out, because that's all it does here anymore. It's
Hmm.
actually sunny today. And they all got off the bus where I used to get off the bus from high school to get the bus to come home. They were
Hmm.
going in the other direction though. They went into the Dunkin' Donuts,
Mhm.
Yeah, what kids do, buy soda and stuff. And a whole group of them coming
Hey,
out.
Brown
They were
Bear.
waiting in a car outside, and he was texting them who to shoot.
Oh my goodness.
And the one kid was shot 9 times, and he's alive still.
Oh, thank God. But still.
They all lived. All the kids from Northeast High School lived. The
Oh,
kid
thank
from the
God.
charter school died, and he was
Wow.
apparently a really nice kid. But I don't know. All kids.
That's scary, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, because I won't ride on a bus now.
No, because you can't.
I
It's
won't
so
get. We just had another one killed yesterday or the day before. A stabbing.
How you going to get around if you
I
don't?
If I get rides.
That's good.
It's a simple bus ride from my house to the supermarket, 3
Mm-hmm.
minutes tops, and that's
Yeah.
only if I hit a red light. It's a 2 minute, 3 minute ride, but
Mm-hmm.
I won't go. I'll wait till I get a ride. I have my little old lady cart and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I wait for a ride. I will not get on SEPTA.
Well, that's smart because they
I
see
have
that you're
such
not
bad
able.
anxiety when I think about taking the bus anymore
Yeah.
now,
Because you
because,
never know.
well, a 70-year-old woman at the one shooting that happened in Logan,
Mm-hmm.
a 70-year-old woman was shot in the head.
Wow.
She
That's
lived.
horrible.
She lived,
Did?
thank God. But there were 2 innocent people on that bus shot, and
That
2
is
students, and
crazy.
one unfortunately was unalived.
Mm,
17, 18 years old, senior in high school. The whole
yeah.
world in front of them. But kids don't care about that.
Well, they don't care.
And
You
that
know,
breaks my heart.
it does. It does mine too. There's been more and more people coming out on social media, and some of them with black eyes and everything, where people just randomly comes up to them and elbows them in the face
For
or
no
punches
reason.
them.
Yeah.
Is that crazy or what?
It's downright nuts. It's
Mm-hmm.
nuts. I don't understand where all this anger comes from. I don't understand where these kids are getting the damn guns.
I don't either.
I know
Their
they're
parents should be
buying them
held
off the black
responsible.
market, but I mean, don't the
Where the
parents?
hell is their their parents? Exactly.
Well, oh, I understand it's a certain generational thing that's happening right now, and
Hmm.
it's a certain race that it's happening to.
You
But
know,
they're killing each other, and they're going to wipe out a whole generation of
well,
men,
well,
young
you
men.
know,
Well, girls were shot too, but young men are just killing each other, and there will be no
that's
black
sad.
young men in not the next generation, because they're just shooting each other at will. And I
Mm,
think we're your parents, but it's the circle of life, how they've grown up. Their parents
hmm.
might be in prison, or if
Dropping
they're
in.
his parents,
You know, I
like
can
live
tell
with
you
their
this.
grandmother, their aunts, their relatives, and the family nucleus it's always been that way, but it seems more prominent now because of drugs.
It must be in the inner cities is real
It's an
bad.
inner city, yes, it is, and I don't mean it. I don't want to offend anybody. That's the
Mm.
last thing I want to do. But it's reality. It's and not saying like, oh, plenty of white kids have guns and parents and that aren't watching them either. But this seems to be the ones that are killing each other seem to be of the same race, and they're killing each other.
They're messing their whole lives up and then taking somebody
Yeah,
else's
one
life.
kid is 16 years old. He's going to prison for life now for attempted murder. 9
Mm.
attempted murders because
Wow.
9 people were shot at
Wow.
the Northeast High School mass
Hey,
shooting.
little Red, how are you?
I
Brown
mean,
Bear said,
I don't understand where the parents are, or I mean, I understand, but I don't, like, when you come home with an electric scooter
mm-hmm.
and the parent says, "Oh, that's nice. Where'd you get it?" What's the kid saying? Because he stole it. He or
The
she
parents
stole it.
have to know. You
And
know
that
what I
comes
don't
in
get?
any color. And that's the whole spectrum of the rainbow. That's any color. These kids are stealing shit. Why aren't the parents saying, "Well, I didn't buy that for you.
They
Where'd you get
know
it?
because they
You don't
know
have a
they've
job."
taught them. They've taught them. A lot of parents have taught their kids that. You know what I don't get is they prosecuted the mom and dad in the shooting in Michigan, right? Why don't they do that across the country?
While they're going, I think they're the first to be made uh,
Responsible?
they're the example of what's to come.
Yeah.
That's what's going to come.
If
Is
you
the
know where your
parents?
kids are at, you it don't matter what kind of BS they give you. You crack down. It's like right now, Bub's giving me a hard time over a tattoo, and I don't agree with it. And no matter, well, he's not now, but he was yesterday. No matter
Is
what he says,
is
I'm
he
not.
18 yet?
No, he's 17.
Well, when he
I
turns
told him
18, you can say anything you want. He can have one.
that's what I'm saying. When he turns 18, then that's his decision to be able to get him a tattoo. But me, I'm not letting him do it till he's
No,
18.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm glad
And I
just
know that a lot of people might say, "Oh, well,
no.
that's just it."
He's still in school. He don't need one.
Kids, yeah, I don't know.
18's
Thing
different.
is,
He's a he.
parents need to be more strict on these kids. Why in the hell would parents leave kids out by themselves at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning,
We've seen
like
it
those
on.
kids that was down there? And
We've seen it in Kensington. Remember when those young kids
huh?
were running around?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, we've seen it in Kensington. I
what the
know.
hell were they doing out? Where were their parents? Their parents might have been down there. Maybe
It's
they,
on to 'em.
and they get angry.
Parents might have been down there. You never know.
And
You
it's
never
sad
know.
that this is, all the years I've worked with children.
Oh,
I've worked with children since I was 18 years old,
hmm,
and I
yeah.
it breaks my heart in a million pieces because I look at my nieces and nephews and say, thank God they turned out as well as they have. One's a child
Hmm.
psychologist, one's a NICU nurse, one works
Well,
in the
that's
medical
awesome.
field, one is a bank manager. They're all doing these great things in life. How blessed I am. But now I'm looking at my great
Yeah.
nieces and nephews and going, well, the girls are in their 20s now. They're not going to college. What are they doing with themselves? One's covered in tattoos. And I asked my
Hmm.
nephew, I said, Sean, did you let her get them before she was 18?
Hmm.
Oh, what could I do? I had them. Well, you could say no, because you shouldn't have had them either. But they don't live in Philly. They live down in Georgia in some
Yeah.
backwoods area down there. And if they lived up here, they wouldn't have had them because I would have said beat the crap out of them until they were 18. I mean, that's
I
just
know.
me.
I my two daughters went together and got little tattoos, and I think it was a form of a rebellion. Just to say that I did something without mom's permission, even though they're adults. They're in their 20s, but I think it's just the fact that they could do
Yeah,
it,
you
and
you
there's nothing
control it.
I could do about it.
Yeah. Ha mom. I want
Yeah.
one. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I want one. They're just too damn expensive.
Hmm.
I want one in memory of my parents and my brother, but
Do what, Marita?
I want one in memory of my
Where you gonna
parents.
get you a tattoo at?
I was going to have it on the back of my shoulder. I have it planned. I
What
just
was you
don't
gonna
know
get?
when because they're expensive.
What was you gonna get?
A cross, a Celtic cross,
Cross. Yeah.
the Irish cross with the crown for
Oh,
the Blessed Mother. And my parents'
I bet that would
initials,
be
my
beautiful.
father and mother's initials, and my brother's initials in their script
Oh.
because I have things that they've signed that, so I have their script. and just
Oh,
I'll get it eventually. But if not, I don't get it. No biggie. I've gone 62 years without one. But I used
are
to
you
think
gonna
they
wear
were
a tank top
flashy.
and show it off?
Uh, I would
Huh?
probably, yeah. I mean, if you're going to get it, you want people to see it.
Yeah.
See that handsome boy in
Jinky.
my picture right there?
Uh
That's my
huh.
nephew, Gregory. He's a
Oh,
child
he is handsome.
psychologist.
Hey, Daniel Barry.
He's a child psychologist and a speech therapist.
That's awesome.
That's my
That's
godson.
awesome.
I held him under the water. He's
Oh.
a good boy. He's married to a wonderful person.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Chico, occupational therapist.
Thank you,
Now,
are you for real?
he's not real big on religion, but
Mm.
I'm working on him. He only did
That's
13
good.
years of Catholic school. And I'm working
Uh,
on him still. He's 32, and I'm still working on him.
well,
He
keep
he
working
used
on him.
he used to question back when he was in grade school. He was always
Okay,
questioning.
are you for real?
He's a toughie.
Uh-huh.
He's a smart boy. Not an alcohol drinker. Doesn't smoke.
Mm-hmm.
They have a beautiful little home. Just a good boy. I like how
My Bubby's a good boy, but I worry about where we live because these girls where we live at, they're not good. They're
floozies.
even where my daughter works at and everything. She would tell me stories about some of these girls and cheating on their boyfriends or husbands, and then just I don't know, they're wild as could be down here.
You know
And
what
I
it
told
is?
Bubba,
There's
I was
not a
like,
lot
well, if
for
you
them to
ever want a
do.
future,
You don't have a lot for them to do like we do
there's
here.
a lot here.
Yeah, but we have a lot of sporting
No,
events.
no, there's quite a bit.
We have a football team, a baseball team, a
Hmm.
basketball team, soccer team, a hockey team. So people are into that.
Hmm.
We have a lot of concerts here. We have we have there's just too much to do here sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you just like
Well, that's good, Marita.
yeah, it is.
That
It
leaves
is
life
because I live in a big city.
exciting.
I mean, I'm the fifth largest city in the country.
Hmm.
We have 5 million people here.
Now, do you actually live in the big city of Philadelphia?
Yes, I live in the city,
Hmm.
but I'm on the outskirts towards the suburbs. But no, my zip code is a
You live in the suburbs.
Philadelphia. I'm Philadelphia.
Now, did I wonder?
Go ahead.
I heard upstate New York got hit pretty hard with that earthquake. I wonder if Dom's okay.
Oh, everybody's okay. It wasn't enough to do any damage.
Mm-hmm.
It was just enough to scare the crap out of you because then around 6 o'clock at night, we started getting. Some said they were one was another earthquake at 6:00 something.
Mm.
We had a 4.0, but then we started getting a lot of those aftershocks. There was 12
Mm.
aftershocks.
Could you feel them?
Oh yeah, it was just weird feeling, just a weird feeling. And
Mm.
then after a while, you couldn't feel them. You could see like I could see a plant move in my living room or something, a wire move off the TV, but nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But the earlier ones, the first one and the second one, I the second one I was actually standing up. I was at a
Hey,
friend's house, I was
Angie.
sitting on something, and it started shaking. That was
Wow.
that was weird. And the first one,
Mm-hmm.
of course, was really weird. But no, they're going. But yes, I do live in the city.
You know.
My I live in a Fox Chase is just a neighborhood. Philadelphia has a bunch of neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
We're called the city of neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
And so I live in Fox Chase, which is
Mm.
northwest. They call it the northeast, but it's technically northwest. And I sit a block into the city from Montgomery County. which is a
Oh,
whole
cool.
other county. It's not Philadelphia anymore. It's Montgomery. um,
Mm.
like if I look at my bedroom
Montgomery County.
window, it's the yard behind me is Montgomery County. The street behind me
Mm.
half is Philadelphia and half is Montgomery County. And
That would be scary. I'd be scared.
it's super nice around here. It's like living in a little city. Everybody knows everybody, but it's still
Mhm.
we're still Philadelphia. It's very nice.
Whenever I go into a big city, I get scared. It scares me.
No, other than this septic crap that's been happening, this is relatively all in all. You're not going into bad neighborhoods. I would not say to you, "Oh, you got to go down to 22nd and Lehigh." No, I would never send you there.
Yeah.
Never in my life. That's a bad. That's where the housing projects, that's nowhere to go.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even send you
Hmm.
to Kensington. That's bad there.
Oh.
But like if I said to you, "Oh, go up to Morel Park," that's nice. It's just a bunch of houses. I mean, and they're all row homes, but they're nice big ones. Or if I
Hmm.
said go to Port Richmond if you want to get really good homemade kielbasa and all that Polish stuff, because that's a Polish neighborhood. And they
Hmm.
still have all the little Polish stores and Stock's Bakery, which makes the best pound cake on the East Coast. I'll argue that on the hill again, right next to my Devil Dogs.
Devil dog.
I'm out of Devil Dogs.
Uh-oh.
I'm eating Reese's peanut butter cookies. But
Oh. Hi,
um,
Julian.
uh, it's or I could say go to Bridesburg. Oh, they got the biggest outdoor pool of any of the rec centers. If you want to go swimming, it's safe. It's not
Hmm.
they're not bad neighborhoods, but some of them, if you go into Center City, it's beautiful. Go down Efforts Alley, the first street ever in America. It's gorgeous. The homes are $1 million little tiny row homes. They were the first
Wow.
ever built here. And they still have all the cobblestone and yeah, if you buy a house there, it's almost like an HOA. You have to keep it a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta let
Yeah.
people
You
in your
kind of
front
pre-own
door.
it. I would put Kensington on, but I have took my medicine and I'm starting to feel the woohoo.
Yeah,
And
Kensington is
also, I'm on my
very
phone, so
quiet
I can't
tonight.
pull it up.
It got a little cold here. It was
Huh?
warmer today. It's a little cold out tonight. It's kind of quiet in Kensington tonight. I noticed because they're
Yeah,
not
it's
getting
cool
fed.
here.
They're not getting fed anymore.
Oh
Some
my
people are
lord, they
driving
took their
around
food
and
away.
handing out sandwiches and stuff, but they're not getting fed like they were. I noticed that on
That's
Easter
sad.
Sunday. Nobody was down there giving out food.
Oh,
Not allowed. Mayor stopped it.
they're gonna starve to death. What they're
Nah,
gonna
well,
do?
then they have to go home. Go back to the states they come from. It's got to stop eventually, Daisy. It
I
has
know.
to. It's not fair to the children that live in that neighborhood that have to walk to Cornell School every day or whatever that school's called, and or to the Catholic schools or get on the L to go to high school, or the kids that come from get it in Frankfurt that have to take it all the way down to Roman Catholic High School from up here where I live. And
Yeah.
they got to drive through all that, and these people getting on that L and then being all fighting and smelly and just, it's got to stop. There's got to be.
Yeah, for them to just throw down the wrappers on the floor and stuff.
Oh,
No.
oh, the other night, the street was in all that rain
Mhm.
over by where the rats are.
Mhm.
It was disgusting. Somebody finally cleaned it. I guess Septiprob or the city. The city came out with all the equipment and they got rid of a lot of crap. But and I noticed some orange signs up on the walls, like probably telling them they have to vacate.
Mm,
But they got to start somewhere. It's
they
got to
do.
start, and the mayor is trying. She's made some new laws that if you're seen shooting up, doing things,
Mm-hmm.
you're either going to jail or going to detox. It's
Mm.
your choice. And I would take detox over jail because you go to jail, they ain't giving you anything to detox.
Yeah, and at least detox they'll
Yeah, they'll
help
keep
you.
you comfortable as much as they can because there is no detox for xylazine.
Mm-hmm.
And some say that could take a year to
Oh
detox,
yeah. Oh yeah.
depending how long and more and more people. There is a whole floor at Episcopal Hospital, Temple Episcopal, which is,
Mm.
you can't see it from the camera because it's on the other side of Kensington Avenue. If you keep going down Allegheny to Lehigh, that hospital's there. I remember it vividly because it's where my grandfather died. And they have a whole floor, second floor of amputees.
Mm.
So just keep them in your prayers, people. And have a good night, everyone. I'm glad to see
Oh,
devil dogs. Are you for real? See, you love devil dogs. See, you're my new best friend.
none you
You're my new best friend.
none of your business, said
I wasn't
Daisy. Are
trying to
you
be
aware of?
ignorant last night either when I said to read the whole book of Leviticus.
Oh, I don't know. I was agitated at Big Mama because she was trying to.
Oh, you were pissed because you
She
yelled at
always
me.
does me that way.
You yelled at me,
I'm
and
sorry.
that's cool. I laughed. I said, "Oh, I'm like having a sister." Like I
It
know how
wasn't
to be
you. It was
horrible.
just I was getting aggravated at her because some of her chat tries to use anything just to attack me, you know?
Ah,
And
they
so
love you. They just like to see some
some of
fun.
them not, some of them don't. Some of them are PGers. And so they don't like me, so they'll find any reason. And
Ah, well,
I
PG.
wasn't mad at you. I was getting more mad at my
But
sister.
anyway, it's just because it's all an interpretation. Because some of that
Hmm.
Leviticus is like cut your eye out if you look at another person, and
I think that's a metaphor, more or
yeah,
less.
most of it is. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all
Hmm.
interpretation. I think
I just. Oh.
are you aware of the intense number of migrants that have crossed the borders? Yes, we're in
Hmm.
trouble about that. And that has
Hmm.
nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. It has to do with close the frickin' border.
Exactly.
Just close the damn thing. That's got
Yeah.
to stop. And that's coming from a Democrat, so it's ridiculous. Should have been stopped 2 years ago. But
Hmm. It
let's
should have.
all have the devil dog and be happy that we survived. Tomorrow may be locust here. It rained for four
Oh
days.
Lord.
It rained for 4 days straight. Then we
Oh wow.
then we had some earthquakes. Tomorrow's locust. Sunday's
There,
pestilence, and
there's
Monday
really,
is eclipse.
there really is on April 8th going to be rare locusts come forth out of the earth.
Well,
There's,
when they come, it should probably be tomorrow.
oh
But
my
we got
goodness.
the eclipse on Monday.
I know. I'm kind of worried. Do they know what time on Monday?
Um, your time is different than. Are you central or are you east?
Eastern.
All right, between 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
Yeah, central's 1 and 3 or something. Have
Hmm.
I tried the chocolate covered ones? No. You know why? Are you for real? I don't like chocolate, but I like the devil dog cake because it's like a um devil's
More of
food
a
cake.
cake.
It's not real chocolate, and it's
Mm-hmm.
cream. But no, I don't like the chocolate dip ones.
Now I like the Hosties because it's got that film of chocolate fudge on it.
Well, you can get double dog with chocolate fudge on it. You just have to
It's,
look for them.
yeah,
My supermarket has them. And then
I've
you get
not
some scrapple, some Taylor's ham. Eat the whole Philly thing, a cheesesteak.
Philly cheese scrapple.
Cheesesteak. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Marita, we'll have us alive about Kensington. I
Yeah,
took my medicine and I'm starting to get
yeah, I
woo
am too.
drowsy.
I'm going to bed early tonight. I all the excitement today. Actually, my
Yeah,
body hurts from all the laundry today.
yeah,
It's like,
that's a lot.
why don't they have laundry fairies that can come
We
to the
need them, don't
apartment
we?
and fold my laundry? Because I have to fold it before I bring it home,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll never get. I like to fold it and then put away right away. You know,
Yeah, I
pull
can't
out. Pull out.
stand for it to be.
I have,
I.
and everything has a certain place in certain drawers, so I know
Mm-hmm.
exactly where to go when I want something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my anal retentive OCD-ness. All right,
I
peace, love, and Bobby Sherman, everybody.
peace, loving Bobby Sherman, Marita.
All right, love
Keep
you guys.
love you.
Good
Be
night.
safe.
I
Good
will.
night.
You guys too. Good night.
Alrighty. Good night. Y'all, I think I'm going to get off here too. I wanted to just pop in and say hello to everybody, but my medicine's kicking in, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here because my mouth's getting dry and I'm getting slurry and I'm getting sleepy. So I will be back tomorrow though. I'll try to come on a little bit earlier in the evening and we'll talk about some things, Saturday night chit chat or something. Maybe there'll be something new, breaking news or anything. So I love you all. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay safe out here on these YouTube streets. And y'all be careful of these earthquakes and stuff, okay? Stay safe from these things. Love you guys. God bless you. Good night, everybody. Bye.